Thanks for stopping by again on such short notice. We're back with a short yet very self-indulgent showing of vinyl records. This is something around here we like to call a douche-isode. Today I'm just going to show some late 2023 arrivals that have recently been sitting and spinning. A couple of these I may have briefly spoken about previously, but not in a douche-isode. So I'm going to get those in here, and then we got a couple other things, and then we'll move on with our lives. I did have a bit of a meat stick incident just earlier, so much so that I had to change my shirt. I'm still trembling a little bit from it, but I feel like I'm working through it, and it's just something to keep in mind as you watch. I also have a bit of a throat thing possibly happening, which I feel like just also came on, within the last half hour or so. But we're gonna work through it. This should be a short one anyway. So we're just gonna rifle through these. This is it's a band from Baltimore, Maryland, called the Smashing Times. This is their terrific third LP that came out late 2023 called This Sporting Life on K Records and Perennial Records. So this has some like 60s pop vibes, all early twee, Small Faces, Donovan, The Move, a bit of that early Flying Nun, New Zealand sound. Also things like the Soft Boys, Cleaners from Venus, Pastels, Nikki Sudden, et cetera, et cetera. Also, they get their name from an early, like a 1980 single by television personalities, and you can also hear that at times as well. Mine's on some moderately delicious black vinyl. It's a label there. Yeah, so great tunes that kind of grab you, don't jerk you around. Really love it. I just say maybe there are some tracks definitely stand above the others, but still overall great. I do love it. It's possibly a bit twee, a bit lo-fi for some folks. And again, like I say, maybe I could, if I was really gonna nitpick it, I could maybe cut one or two tracks off of here. But again, like I say, overall, really great. We're checking out called The Smashing Times, and the album is This Sporting Life.
Well, the door is always open, children like to come along. Then Monday comes, it is your time, and it's not fun anymore. It is all time, they're all gone.
So I hope everyone, enjoyed your holidays, and you were able to get your hands on a goat and possibly get together with some of your friends, family, loved ones, head off into the woods, and sacrifice it. My goat sacrificing this year was truly uplifting and really unforgettable. I mean, I just really had a great time sacrificing that goat. All right, next, this is a band out of Sydney, Australia, their debut LP. The band name is called The Brights, and the album is Oyster Rock! This one has kind of a rootsy jangle rock sound, perhaps a dash of something like the Essex Green or Guppy Boy, just a little bit at times. Others have more of, there's actually one song in particular, I think Overcast Hangover has a bit of a pavement sound to it, pavementy. I might be getting the track list wrong, but there's one that's very specifically has that slower pavement style. There's maybe even a pinch of something like Village Green Preservation Society, just a little schmidge. Anyhow, mostly fairly light and breezy. Does occasionally pick up the pace on some tracks, but I found this all to be thoroughly enjoyable. A true delight for all 41 minutes. At least a few of the songs seem to be about drinking or being hungover. I seem to remember whiskey involved. Could be wrong about that. And my copy is on. This one is truly delicious. Delicious black vinyl on this one.
Democratic, automatic. Everyone in town is giving up on you. Now you're not making a sound. We'll find somebody else to tie down. We'll test our luck. Everyone's giving up on you. Knives, games, and memories swam to the bottom of that sea of whiskey. Of whiskey. Of whiskey.
Next up, this is a San Francisco band we've talked about here a couple times before, maybe 3 times. I think 2 times. Yeah, this is a 6-song, 20-minute EP called There's Nothing Inside Your Heart by Lavender Blush. This is on Shelflife. Yeah, so on this EP, they add a couple new members, and it sees them moving further away from that gazy, swirl wash, dream pop of their earlier material, and more towards what I guess I'd say is a bit more like 80s post-punk, new wave type thing with a bit of fuzzy guitar. Yeah, the tracks vary in style, I think, from track to track. There's different vocalists taking the lead on different tracks as well. This one's actually on some Fancy Pants vinyl here. Kind of pink. And here's the printed sleeve. Anyway, this feels like something of a transitional release. I'd say where they're trying to do some different things, just trying different things out and seeing what's working. It's hard to really recommend this as somebody that's not, I think, a fan of the band. I say that even knowing that there will be some people, the style is a little bit different, and some people might prefer this to the more atmospheric shoegaze of the shoegaze pop of the earlier. But I did find some good stuff on here to enjoy, and I do look forward to seeing, what they do next, if they're going to kind of continue down this path with this lineup. I'd like to see a full album, how that would work out for them. Might as well help yourself to a beer as long as you're here. Got a variety as usual. I mostly just have some hard stuff. So if you're in the whatever this dry January, if you're doing that, I have tap water. This is the Breckenridge Brewery's vanilla porter, just the old standby vanilla porter. Easing into things today. Next, this is a debut LP from the Paris band called Pop Crimes, and the album is called Gathered Together. They, I think, released several well-received EPs before releasing this album. I think the band name is named after the Roland S. Howard, the 2009 album called Pop Crimes. But I also think that there's another band, there's at least one band out of Canada from a few years back called Pop Crimes as well. Here's the insert with words. This features members and former members of other Paris indie rock bands, we could say, including Unintended Anna. So I'd say energetic, ramshackle guitar pop with a lot of layers. Songs are a little, like on the long side with a lot going on. Had me coming away with a different favorite track with each listen. Felt like the first time it was a couple songs that really grabbed me right away, and then when I came back to it, it was completely different songs, and on, to the point where now the whole thing really works for me. Has some Replacements meets Bruce Springsteen vibes, perhaps. One of the members is a big Bruce Springsteen fan, I guess. Yeah, so again, really dig this one more every time I spin it. This is the color I have. Yeah, again, the group is called Pop Crimes and the album is titled Gathered Together.